Hi everyone, Dan here. Just going to carry on with this Trooper Master ANH stunt helmet. So we're up to all the main spray paint is now done. Some of the weathering has begun. These are only loosely placed in, but you can see here some of the replica paint chips. There's other videos that explain how that's done. But we're now going to move on to the traps, the tiers and the ears. Obviously, as per reference photos, which is one in the background there, the main outline is black and then the inner part is grey. Some people will paint the grey first all the way in and then do a really thin pinstripe of black. A tip I saw years ago was to just paint the outside edge black first and then go back with the grey over the top. And that's the method that I prefer. I find that easier to get a nice decent sized pinstripe. So that's what we're going to go with today. So let's get into it. The black that I'm using is Humbrol black Satin 85, Satin 85, and that is my preferred method for this. Might be a bit quiet during this video as it's obviously quite delicate stuff. The brush that I'm using here, you'll be able to see it if I put it there near the helmet. Just a small, sort of square-headed brush almost. I've done a couple of videos on that before and find it really, really handy for a lot of the TK painting. Right, you get the idea there. I might do some of the rest of it in time lapse or sped up, but that's kind of the idea. I've already pencil marked actually as well within the tiers. I've already gone against my reference photo in the background there and put some pencil lines. I do find when you're painting on a white surface, sometimes before you know it, if the lighting's odd, you can probably see I'm in artificial light, sadly. Well, and natural light outside, but the pencil lines really help you preempt where you're going to paint.
Of course, most of this black's going to be covered up anyway. It's only really maybe a millimetre, 1.5 mil, that is actually going to be seen.
just the trap to go tear, sorry, the tear under the eye. The really pointy corners there, I can't get into with this brush that I use, so I'll go back to that afterwards with a slightly narrower brush. As you can see with this is just really handy because it allows you to get right up to the edges and then afterwards just overlap it with grey to give you the right size that you need. Here we are, something a bit narrower. Get that focused hopefully. Right, I think that ought to do there. And now just move on to the vocoder. Just thought as a left-hander actually I should move right to left, otherwise I'll get in trouble later. For me this really is the perfect brush for the vocoder, because as you've probably seen, you just put the pressure on the top to give you that rounded edge at the top, just like the originals, and then just glide it up or down the vocoder bars. beauty of reference photos I've just seen on there, which I had forgotten, just how the vocoder comes from the bottom up to the main front area. And it's more like that, just from what I can see there. Again, each one was hand painted, so they would have all been slightly different. I think that's a good start. What I'll probably do actually, there's a little bit of a wide area on this third bar, which I might well adjust when it's dried. I could probably gently remove some of the black. It's either that or I extend that side, but that would probably be fine. It's a tricky one. No, that's good. I'm happy with that. There we go. So I think we're done for now. So we've done the tears, traps, first coat of the ears. Oh, and of course the back. Silly me. There we go. I think that's going to do for now. Traps, tears, and the first coat of the ears are done. Vocoder, which will, in fact, I can probably add a bit more paint to that now, but that will probably have a second coat. Just to finish that off, the very front edge there is still quite rough. Yeah, that's fine. Go back with a second coat on that. Otherwise, there you go. Painting done. I say a sort of square-tipped brush that I use for this. Putting in the black first, and then the grey will go over the top of this to give me the sort of pinstripe that I'm after. That's it for now. More to follow soon. Thanks a lot.